friends, my name is Ali. I am the owner and maker behind Ali Mackenzie Crafts, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video is going to be a little bit shorter than the videos that I typically put out because I don't have as much to talk about this week, but I do have a lot of things in the works that I'm putting together for videos in the upcoming weeks, so I'm excited to share those. But for now, I'm going to share my most recent pattern tests that I got to be a part of in the last few weeks, as well as a few pairs of eyes that I received from my bestie Britt because I ordered a few extra pairs of eyes that I realized that I hadn't grabbed, and then I also did a little bit of writing work for her and we exchanged services, so I got a few pairs of eyes for that I'm excited to show off. So just a little bit of a chill, sit down, weekly makes type of vlog, but I'm definitely excited about some of the videos I have coming up. So if you're interested in things like weekly makes videos, regular crochet content, and weekly vlogs, as well as market recaps and pattern roundup videos, then I would ask that you please hit that subscribe button. I'm really trying to hit 1,000 subscribers, hopefully by March. Maybe by my birthday, which is the 17th of March. That would be really awesome to hit 1,000 subscribers by then. So if you're not already subscribed and you like this kind of crochet content, I would love to have you here. I also ask that as you watch the video, if you're enjoying the content, please give me a like and consider leaving a comment down below. It really helps to make sure that my videos get pushed out in the algorithm so that I can keep growing my channel here on YouTube. I think first I'm going to show off the eyes that I got from Britt, Nerdy Girl Crochets, and then I will move into my makes for the last few weeks and talk about these amazing patterns that I got to test. So I'm going to start with the eyes. I talked in a recent video about her Jujutsu Kaisen drop, and I realized in that video that I somehow had neglected to purchase one of the styles, which I was disappointed about because I did have an idea of how I wanted to use these eyes, so I did purchase those. And so these are the Gojo eyes, and I really love them. They are a beautiful blue color. I love anything that's kind of celestial and has stars, so these are absolutely perfect. I have a few ideas for them, so I'm excited to have 2 pairs of these to use on some upcoming makes. And then for the little trade of services we did, where I wrote her some copy for different things, I asked for some of her basic colors, her Life and Color set of eyes. Please check these out. She has them all the time on her website, and they honestly are just such perfect staple eyes. Sometimes you just need a plain color, especially for certain character eyes, things like that. So I got 1 pair of 25s and then 2 pairs of 20s and 2 pairs of 18s because I'm a 30mm black pupil girl, so I usually end up only purchasing 30mm black pupils. So I have an entire collection. I thought about showing off that collection in this video this week, but I'm not sure if that would be of interest. If you'd be interested in seeing my embarrassingly large safety eye collection, please let me know in the comments down below, and I will definitely film that as a clip for a future video. But I do tend towards purchasing 30mm black pupil eyes, and so it's really nice to have a collection of some 25s, 20s, and 18s to use on some smaller makes because I did not have these on hand. She also sent me this cutie stitch marker. This is Gojo. And if you are a nerd like Britt and I and our other bestie Kat, then you will be well aware of who Gojo is. And yeah, that's what he's the character that the Gojo eyes are based on. He actually has stunningly gorgeous blue eyes, so it all tracks together if you know the show. But this stitch marker is so cute, so thank you, Britt, for the cute little freebie. I absolutely love him. So I'm really excited to show you my makes from the last few weeks. I feel very lucky to have been in so many pattern tests over the last few years. I actually just realized recently that I missed my 2-year anniversary of being on Crochet Instagram, and so in the last 2 years I've tested over 200 patterns, which is a lot, and a lot of them have been for some of my close friends because I love them and I can't say no to how amazing their patterns are. I simply have to participate in the test because I just love their work so much. So I just feel truly honored to be part of the crochet community and to participate in pattern tests. So I'm really excited to show off what I've made over the last few weeks. I'm going to start with something that I tested a few weeks ago. and that is these two adorable veggies from Zach, Crochet Me Zaddy. These are two of his newest vegetables for his itty bitty vegetable packs. I did test the original pack. I guess it was a year ago. I think he said that this was because he had released those a year ago. So I guess it was a year ago that I tested those. There's some real cuties in there. And so I was excited to test more of them and actually want to make the whole pack. And I had this whole plan I was going to do. I bought these little pulp boxes. Actually still have them. I need to take them back to, well, I need to take them to the UPS store to return to Amazon. But they turned out to be too small for what I was thinking. But I do want to do something where it's like a recyclable materials, but I want to do maybe like a little 3 veggie set and do like little play kits with them. And so I had that idea to do it with these like little pulp cartons that you put like fruits in, that you put fruits in at the farmers markets and things, but they weren't the right size. They turned out a little too small for that. So I am excited to try a different thing, but I still kind of want to go along with that idea, but let's still get them one at a time. Like, look how cute these little peas are. They're so adorable in their little pod. I just love how the pod was constructed, and they do come out. So I love this. I'm super excited to make more of these because I actually really like them. I don't normally like kind of like typical items, but for some reason these little veggies just make me smile so much. So these are the little peas, and then this is the little tomato. He's so cute. And Zach's itty bitties are just so special to me. I actually was able to help him test the itty bitties that he's releasing in his forthcoming book this year. And I'm going to do a video at some point. I'm planning to show off all the itty bitties I'm hoping to finish making. I have them over my shelf here. I've made like 6 or 7 of them. So I'm hoping to make the rest of them from the book and show them off in a video because I think that they are absolutely phenomenal. I love Zach's work. And I love all of his itty bitties as well as all of his buddies and other creation lines that he does. He is a fantastic designer, and even more so, he's an absolutely fantastic human, truly, truly good person. And he, of course, designs my favorite yarn. If you've been around the channel for any point of time, you know that I am obsessed with Zaddy Crafts yarn. And so I am a big fan of Zach and all that he does. So these are the latest release from his itty bitties line for the veggies. I feel like this video is going to just be me talking up my friends because mentally, with the state of everything going on in the world and just how hard it is to be an empath in a world that has such infinite suffering, and it just feels every day like it's getting worse. And so I haven't felt like I could commit to tests or projects that are for anyone but my close friends. And honestly, I love testing for my friends. They're some of the best designers that I've encountered in the community and some of the best humans. So apologies if this is a gush fest, but these truly are good people. I'm sure you all know and love these designers as well. They are, a lot of them are very popular in the community. I'm just looking at all the patterns. They all are popular in the community, but it's just something special to be able to help them with this part of the process. So let me dive into the next one. So this next one is from one of my best friends, Jensen Lemon Cat Crochet. She designs phenomenal patterns. She is extremely detail oriented, and she is so hard on herself, and honestly, for no good reason, because she designs such amazing patterns. She's always unique. She's always coming up with interesting ways to do things, interesting, completely made up creatures. Yes, she's done some of the creations from the different Pokemon lines, but most of the ones that are my favorite are actually her original ideas. So this one is very special to me. I did put up a short of this bat already, but I just love this bat so much. It's special for a number of reasons. This make it's very easy, quick make, but when I made it, it was after all of the violence in Minnesota, and so I was mentally taking a very long time to produce anything. But this really, it just had such a special place in my heart because not only was it for my friend, but also art is so important to me. And that's what I talk about in the short that I put up recently with this piece, is how much art brings me back to myself and centers me, and just it really grounds me when my emotional and empathic side is hurting. And so this bat meant a lot to me. I used Elise Veludo, which I ordered from Hobby Shoppy, and actually I'm now an affiliate with them. So please, if you're interested in ordering Elise Veludo, I highly recommend it. I'm obsessed with it. It's so soft. It's a great thickness because it produces makes that are of a good size, but not so thick that it hurts, or rough at all that it hurts my wrists. And so it's kind of the perfect yarn to work with in a blanket style yarn. Zaddy Crafts is still my very favorite kind of more chenille yarn, but for kind of a blanket, more blanket style, this one is truly such a good yarn. And then the fur details that I put on here are all from Knotted Cat's fur. It is my favorite fur, Faux Pas. I'm going to do another shout out to my bestie Kat, who has started her own channel here on YouTube, and she has released several videos, and I know she has more to come, about working with fur yarn and how she approaches it, her tips, her tricks, everything you need to know to be successful in making a full fur piece. I highly recommend you check out her videos, and actually she is an affiliate for Kat, who designed Knotted Cat. So Kat is Kat's affiliate. Two different cats, but you can click her link to purchase Faux Pas and give her a little bit of a kickback, which is great. You're supporting two small businesses by doing that. And like I said, I'm a Hobby Shoppy affiliate, so if you'd like to support my small business, please feel free to click the link below to order your Elise yarns. I do use Elise Veludo. I use Elise Softy Plus. This is a whip I'm working on, but I use Elise Softy Plus a lot, and they have all of that available on their website. But back to this amazing bat. So this was originally designed to be a lemon bat, which is kind of a fun play on words with her brand name Lemon Cat. And she designed it in yellow with little leaves on its head, but I wanted to do a more celestial vibe. So I got these eyes from Kat, nocturnecat.crochet, who I just mentioned. She designed these and sent them to me quite some time ago, and I've been holding on to them for the perfect project, and this felt like it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to sell this baby. It's so cute, and it's just meant so much to me. And the eyes are such a special, I only have 2 pairs of eyes from Kat, and now one of them have been used in this make, so I don't know if I will ever be able to sell this one, but perhaps, because my collection of plushies I've kept is a bit too large. So anyway, this is the lemon bat pattern from Lemon Cat Crochet, aka Jensen, and I will have it linked below. The next patterns I want to show you are coming at kind of an interesting time. I'm sure you've seen a lot of the discourse in the community about fan art, and obviously IP laws exist for a reason. They exist to protect the original designers of these characters and creatures that a lot of us like to make for ourselves in our medium of choice, which for my case is crochet. And I have an entire long-winded kind of soapbox about fan art and how I feel it has a place in all fan communities, but I will not get into that today. Suffice to say that I understand the need for IP holders to protect their IP. However, I do think that fan art has a place in the community, in the arts community overall, and that it in fact brings more money to those companies rather than taking away money from the companies. I personally will continue to live dangerously and make Pokemon makes now and then, especially if it's creatures that I like or if there was a purpose behind them, which is the case for the 2 today. So I'm going to go ahead and show them off, but that's my little sidebar. I understand fully the legality and all of the sides of it. I just feel personally that fan art should have a different standing and that there should be a place for it, because in no way could someone like me crochet any number of pieces to ever impact the bottom line for these companies. Again, understand protecting IP and all of that aside, I just think there has to be some kind of path for creative expression. So that's just my thoughts as a completely non-lawyer person, but I'm gonna go ahead and show off these makes. So the first one that I have to show off is by my friend Hege, and she is an absolutely fantastic designer. I actually love her original creations, but I also love her licensed kind of characters that she's done. So I love everything she creates. I've never seen a pattern by her that I haven't fallen in love with. So this one is, oh, and her name is Crafted for Comfort. I'll put it up here. And I will link her website below where you can purchase her entire catalog of patterns. But this pattern in particular, she released on coffee. The logo's a coffee cup. I know there's some discourse on how you say it, and I haven't been able to get an official answer for myself. I haven't researched it that much, but it looks like Ko-Fi, but I think it's coffee. And it is for this adorable little Torchic. And the reason she has it on coffee is because it is a pattern that 100% of the proceeds will go to charity, and she has chosen to support immigration charities in the US. She's not a US resident, but she sees what's happening and wanted to support in some way, and so she designed this amazing pattern. Because fire melts ice. But look how cute. Oh my gosh, look how cute. These eyes are from Posy Creates, and they were from that Christmas Advent box that I got. Again, like I said when I showed Brit's eyes, I don't have a lot of 25s. These are 25s, and so I was glad to have that box because it gave me some other options. But she created a new stitch with this one. She already has a foot bobble stitch that she uses for her patterns that sit like this. But this one is a new type of foot bobble because it has 3 toes to represent the little bird feet. So this actually looks so much like Torchic. It's perfect. We'll call it Firebird. But Firebird is an absolutely fantastic pattern. I love it, and I highly recommend you purchase the pattern, not only because it is an amazing pattern and like just look how cute it is, but also because the proceeds all go to helping valuable charities that we need to support at this time. The other totally not franchise make that I had was for a custom order. I have talked about this custom order in a few videos, and I finally got to finish it. This custom order was the reason that I initially ordered Elise Voluto yarn, because the blue they had was the perfect color for a shiny Umbreon. So this is shiny Umbreon. This pattern is by Snugglebeans Crochet. It is one of her sploots. It's so cute. It is initially just the Umbreon pattern. I, of course, did the yellow in blue to make it a shiny Umbreon. These eyes are by Lush Luxe Loops, and they are her Umbreon eyes. You can find them on her website. I think they're available all of the time, so highly recommend you go look at that collection. But I love this pattern. I love this yarn. It was the perfect yarn for it. It's so soft. It did come out a bit itty bitty, but the cost of materials and the time, I still did charge my customer $60 for it. It used almost 2 skeins of the black yarn. I think I have, yeah, this is all I have left of the black yarn on the second skein. So it used a lot of yarn, even though it appears smaller. And then the eyes themselves, of course, cost $6 or $7. So I did have to charge a little more for this to get my money and time's worth, but I think it's worth it. The customer seems extremely happy with the photos that I sent, and I will be meeting up with them to hand deliver it sometime this week. But yeah, I mean, I'm always a sploot fan. Shannon's sploots are all amazing. I've made several of them and they always make me smile. So I've made the Eevee that she also produced in this series of, I think she's only done 3 of the evolutions, I'm trying to remember, but this absolutely is one that I will make again. So yay, I love this. I can't wait to give it to my customer this week. The next week I have to show off, I will definitely be making more of for my upcoming markets. I already am obsessed with the sitting chubby dino version of this from my friend Dee Dee, Dee Dee's Plushies. I'll put a picture of the sitting one up here. I make them a lot for markets and they sell really well. I sell them for $20. And she came out with a Stegosaurus pattern and I love him. Look how cute. Again, this is an Elise Veluto yarn. It felt like the right yarn to use for this, and it's such a good size. I use Ali Crafts for the other ones, and I think they come out to a comparable, so this guy, I think the pattern is probably smaller than the sitting chubby dino. I think if I made this in Ali Crafts, it would obviously be smaller because it is a smaller weight yarn physically. I think on the labels they're the same, but you know how that is, so... This is the chubby Stegosaurus. It just released today on Monday, February 16th, and this video is coming out on the 17th. So this little pattern has just come out. I will link it below, but I absolutely love how this came out. I have a few other colors already pulled to make more, and I'm so excited to have these at my markets this year. But yeah, I highly recommend this little cutie. I have two more things physically to show, and then I'm going to talk about something that I have already delivered to the recipient and show off a couple of clips and photos of that before I close out this video. But before that, let me show off these two. So if you've been around the channel, you know that I absolutely adore Aaron's Stitchkin patterns. I've made so many of them. He just released an announcement that he has released 25 of them, and I think I've made probably 20 of them. So my goal will be definitely to make the rest of them, and I'll probably do a video talking about all of them. But I have been making Stitchkins for over a year now. The first one I did was Clem the Chameleon, and so there are just a few that I haven't made. And I'm very excited to show off the last two that Aaron has created. The first one is Kip, the adorable, oh my gosh, there's so many. I always see the polyfill from where I add embroidery when I have it in the light, but this is Kip the kitten. My son is already obsessed with it. I did have to steal it back from him to be able to do this video, so I will give it back to him promptly after, but he is so cute. I did add little whiskers on him. This yarn is the Bernat Mystical, I think it's called like Gray Clouds or something, which is a wild name because it just doesn't give me that vibe, but I really, really love how this little one turns out. I like how it kind of can sit in your hand when you have your finger in the finger puppet hole. I love these. My son is obsessed with the finger puppets. They are perfect. We will put a mat up and he'll do a little puppet show with all of them, and so every time I get to make him a new one, it's a really special experience because I know he loves it so much. And so I'm excited to give this back to him, but it's so cute. This is Kip the Kitten. I will link it below. And please check out all of Aaron's Stitchkins. He is an absolutely fantastic designer. And all of these, it was such a unique idea in the community. And it truly makes me smile. And I just love making these. So that's the first Stitchkin. This one is already out and available. The next one I've already made two of, and I have plans to make a lot of these because my first obsessive Stitchkin that I had was Drift the Octopus. I made 5 of them in the test period because I love the pattern so much, and I've made numerous ones ever since, and I've sold them all. So I love Drift, and when I saw that Aaron was coming out with a little baby one named Rift, you know I immediately needed it. This is Rift. This is the finger puppet one. I have tight tension, I think, so my tentacles are quite curled, but he's just as grumpy as Drift, just as adorable, but half the size, and he's so cute. This is the finger puppet version, and then I did make a plushie version, but just like, I love them so much. I'm so excited for my son to have a mini version of his Drift. He loves the octopus. He loves having him in his little puppet shows. So I'm excited for him to have this little one, but it's just, the tentacles are really aggressively curled, but he's just such a cute little make. And again, I love the finger puppet component because it is such a great interactive toy for kids, and you can't go wrong with that. It's such an important thing, and I love that I can make interactive, important toys for my own child. So highly recommend when this pattern drops, which I think is probably next week sometime, that you grab it. If you're already Stitchkin or Drift fan, I know that you will. So yeah, this is Rift, which I thought was funny. Drift and then Rift. I think I might make more drifts this week and have like pairings of all of them. I think that would be really cute. So that is my Stitchkin, my recent Stitchkins that I've made. I do have like 3 or 4 whips, so I will definitely show them off in an upcoming video when I finish them up. One of them is so close to being done, but I don't want to show it. It's like all sewn together except for some additive pieces, but I don't want to show it until I have those all on there so that I can show the full picture rather than the work in progress for this particular make. But I'm so excited about it. It is for my friend May, Lush Lux Loops. She has gotten back into designing patterns, and her first one out of the gate was an absolute stunner. So I'm very excited to show that off in an upcoming video. But the last thing that I do want to talk about while those whips get finished this week is a make that I pivoted to create in the last few weeks because I wanted to do something that would fill my cup. Again, given the state of everything going on, it just felt like I needed to do something that was for good. I don't want to talk about it too much. I'm not trying to talk myself up, but just a very short story of what I created and why. My son has been in a little gym class for almost 2 years now, and I've really gotten to know the owners. It's a pair of twin sisters, and they all have children. And we found out recently that one of their children, a 4-year-old, has been diagnosed with a stage 3 cancer, and it hit my heart very hard. And I felt like there's so much going on in the world. You know, I donate to charities. I do everything I can. I attend protests. I do everything I possibly can in my small realm of influence. But it felt like I needed to do something tangible. Sometimes giving money just, you know, it's going to be put to good use, but doesn't feel as active. And so I wanted to do something tangible to help someone else. And so I asked what her favorite creature was and favorite colors, and I could have predicted it. It's a unicorn and pink and purple. So many little girls are attracted to unicorns and those colors. Purple's my favorite color. I love pink, so I'm definitely stereotypical as well. But I decided to use Snuggle Beans Crochet's Baby Alita pattern. I have made this pattern before, as well as the big Alita pattern. That was my first test for Shannon, was the large unicorn. And so I knew that I loved the pattern, and so I really wanted to make her unicorn using that pattern. I know I got some clips, so I'm gonna just kind of insert them on the screen here because I know it's a short clip, and some photos so you can see what I put together for her. But this was a labor of love. I found out about what was going on and got to talk to the child's mother about a week before she started her first hospital stay for chemo. And I really wanted it to get to her before she went into inpatient, but unfortunately I just didn't have the time to put it all together. And so I spent a good 2 days working hard to be able to get it to the sister to take over to the hospital when they visited, and I was able to get it to her, and they did deliver it to her, and it sounds like she absolutely loved it. And I'm not trying to talk myself up, but I just am trying to say that in times when so much bad is going on in the world, especially towards children, find something that you can do that's tangible to help someone in your community, because it really does mean something. You will impact not only that individual child's life, but their entire family by bringing that child joy in a hard time. So if there's anything that you can do in your communities like that, I highly recommend it if you're feeling like me and feeling like you are not able to do as many tangible actions, especially if you're a parent to young children like me. So anyway, I don't want to talk on it too much, but it was a very special experience to be able to create something to give to the family, and I would like to continue to do something like that in the future. It's something I've been thinking about a lot. Is, you know, part of this business is about making money, but a lot of it is about bringing joy. And so creating things for people with no monetary ties, but that brings joy and happiness to a family when they need it, that means a lot to me. And I'm looking for other opportunities to be able to do that going forward. That's all I have for you today. I know this video was not the longest. I personally love hour-long videos because I love to just crochet away and not have to make any other thoughtful decisions while I'm crocheting. So I like it to just play on in the background for a period of time, but hopefully you stuck around to the end and you were able to enjoy some of the makes that I was able to put together in the last few weeks. The mental climb is definitely there, but I am feeling like I'm getting back to myself a little bit in recognizing that creating and producing crochet items really does bring me a lot of comfort and joy, and I know that the impact it has on the people who purchase them is equally important to me. And so I really do want to hold on to this and continue pushing forward even when I'm mentally struggling. So it's very special to me to be able to create these items and to talk up my friends in the community and the amazing things that they do, like creating safety eyes, launching yarn lines, creating amazing patterns, and just bringing joy and hope to the community overall. So many amazing people are out there, and I just feel so blessed to know some very, very special ones in this crochet community. I know I said it in the beginning, but please consider subscribing. It really would help me. It's a free action for you that would give me a little bit of a boost in the algorithm and get me towards one of my major goals, which is to reach 1,000 subscribers. I also would love if you would give this video a like and leave me a comment down below. I'd love to hear what you were working on while you watched this video, if it was anything crochet related or not. I'd also love to hear what your favorite creation that I made in the last few weeks is. Did any of them resonate with you, or any of these patterns ones that you're interested in purchasing? I'd love to hear down below. I already have some makes in process for some upcoming videos, so I'm excited to show you what I have in store. But until the next time, bye!